The real message is a spiritual message, and that is not subject to time. The truth was the truth 5,000 years ago. It'll be the truth 5,000 years from now. If the Cro-Mags' first album wasn't based on, like I said, it was a hybrid of street knowledge 101 and the timeless Vedic literature like Bhagavad Gita as it is. I injected those messages, and even Harley wanted it too. He was into the philosophy in the beginning. So it was like, that's how the whole thing started. But we'd just be like any other knuckleheads singing about how tough they are or their personal demons or whatever. Nothing on a universal platform. So I don't really care when people can say whatever they want. What are you doing to stop death? What are you doing to stop disease, old age? Nothing. What are your solutions? That's what I say to them. Okay, Mr. Big Man that doesn't want to hear nothing about, God or spirituality or anything. What's your solutions? You tell me. What should I do? If you have a better solution, I'll take to it. But you know what? I'm still waiting for somebody to offer that, because they can't. So I don't really care so much. I don't ever preach to people. If someone has questions, like what I did in my book, even The Evolution of Cro-Magnon, was said, this is my experience. This is how I dealt with everything. And if you think that what I went through and what enlightened me to whatever degree can help you, then I'll send you books. I've sent out probably over 250 books already. People writing in because I have a free offer. I send it to you for free. Yeah. I pay the postage, I buy the book, everything. So when certain individuals say, he just does whatever because he's trying to make money off his book, first of all, I'm giving a huge portion of of whatever I make off that book to keep this place open, which feeds the homeless. Second of all, I'm paying for the postage and buying the books, and they're not cheap books. I'm sending people hardback covered books with full photos, and I'm not making nothing. So, people talk a lot, but they don't know. Yeah. So I just let the crows keep, like Prabhupada said, the frogs can croak, but it's simply it's letting the snake know where they are, and the snake is closing in on them to eat them, kill them. So, the frogs want to croak and talk whatever, but, I don't sit around really tooting my own horn too much. Like, I even, Village Voice is calling up trying to find out, what my participation in this place is, and, I built the place and everything, man. But I did it for a reason. To help. I could have opened a restaurant. I did it to help people. That's important.
Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this place, because it's obviously a separate gig from ISKCON and what's happened over
Well, it's the real ISKCON. It's the real ISKCON. This is ISKCON that has not been changed. Brooklyn and the way they run these temples is a complete scam. If you read Back to Prabhupada magazine, or if you go on www.iskonirm.com, you'll see that these temples and the way they're being run is not what Prabhupada wanted. It's a scam. They're scamming people with these bogus gurus they put in the temple. They attract you with Prabhupada's books and Prabhupada, and then when they get there, they tell you, you can't have a relationship with Prabhupada, you need us to get to Prabhupada. It's a scam. It's the bait and switch. And, there was a certain hardcore band that led a lot of people to this one guru in particular, and his friend, the guru, so-called guru's friend, was molesting all the kids in the Hare Krishna school. And when they went to Shelter's guru to say, the kids, the teacher's doing this to me, what does he do? He beats the crap out of them so they keep their mouth shut.
Yeah, I remember hearing about
This is Shelters. These are people that are supposed to be enlightened and can take you back to God and take your karma from millions of past lifetimes. It's a joke.
Yeah.
They've reduced the movement to a joke. Prabhupada, man, if this was 5,000 years ago, man, these dudes would be killed in public, beheaded. They're just demons. And Prabhupada said demons will come to this movement to destroy it from within. These guys are demons, man. They pilfered the temples and then they leave with millions of dollars. They beat up anybody who spoke out against them. They allowed the children to be molested. They turned it into a cult.
Yeah.
And this temple right here does everything the way Prabhupada wanted it. That's why it's having success. That's why there's new people coming. That's why there's people reading Prabhupada's books.
Yeah, the vibe here tonight it reminded me of almost like, it seemed like with Krishna consciousness there was like a revival in the early 90s, for whatever reason, but there was a lot of youth, a lot of young kids, a lot of diversity, and you don't see that now when you go to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I'll go to Brooklyn once in a while. I kind of stay away because, a lot of what you're saying, I remember when a lot of this stuff was coming out, and I got turned off, and I never found anyone like that I would wanted to accept as my guru, so
Well, Prabhupada is your guru, and Prabhupada said out of Vapu and Vani, Vapu means his words, his instructions, or Vani, his personal form, which is the most important. Prabhupada said his instructions, because my instructions will be there for the next 10,000 years. Imagine if a priest got up in church and goes, forget Jesus Christ. He's not your teacher. He's not your savior anymore. Just listen to what, he's not here. So he can't help you. It's me. It's about me. I have to take you to Jesus. This is what's going on. I mean, even the Christians understand who the guru is, who their savior is. It's Jesus Christ. And look at who these people are that they're saying, the original 11 or whatever, just malechas, dude. They raped little girls, they stole money, one had an ecstasy business in England, drugs, guns. It was a scam. And they're still running the scam. But everybody that comes here says the same thing, man. This is what the original, even the old time devotees, they come, they're like, yo, this is the way the movement used to be. So, that's what it's about, man. It's about Prabhupada. I get right in these dudes' faces and I say, man, you ain't nothing but a cheater. And Prabhupada said, you call a thief by his name, man, you let people know. So they know, don't be cheated. They were all just waiting for Prabhupada. They were envious of Srila Prabhupada.
Has Prabhupada ever talked about the Illuminati?
Yeah. What do you think he talked about? Those demoniac families that have been controlling the planet. The Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, all these, now they're coming out, what is that, the Bilderberg group, and who the hell are these people? Who do they think they are? The movement was infiltrated and brought down for a reason. The most intelligent